Willow Go is right here next to me. I've already released a video on Willow Go versus the Willow Pump 3.0, so make sure to check that out if you really want to know the differences between the premium pump versus the Willow Go. In this video today, I'm comparing two new insurance provided pumps, which is the Willow Go that was just released versus the Elvie Stride. Both of these pumps are insurance provided pumps. Do I have a coupon code that you can use? Well, I can tell you, the Willow Go, once I have a coupon code for it, check the description box below. I keep those updated all the time, even if you're watching this 2 years later. I actually gauged a lot of moms on the Facebook Willow and Elvie group on how much they were able to get their Elvie Strides. Some moms paid more than what the Elvie company markets it for, which is $249, which I found to be crazy. And then other moms have paid as little as $0. Now, this is new, it just got released. It really depends on your insurance company on how much you will end up paying for this and your DME company. So please do your research, and in case you want to learn more about what is covered or what should be covered under your insurance plan, make sure to check out my video on insurance plans and getting portable pumps covered. Links in the description box below. As I stated before, I cannot wait to try this with baby number 3. We're going to start testing again soon. Thank you guys for your support, for whomever has been following me through my journey. I really appreciate it. So let's go ahead and talk about the price. Okay, price tag for brand new, in case it's not covered by insurance, what you should be expecting to pay. The Willow Go is $329, whereas the Elvie Stride is $249. Obviously, insurance can dwindle this down all the way to $0. Maybe if you do your research, there might be an upgrade fee to get either of these pumps, but definitely expect to see these as part of the options your insurance company or your DME company gives you. When it comes to the parts of the pump, you have the motorized pump right here, and this is not a washable part. On the pump itself, it will tell you which one is left and which one is right. Now, when it comes to the washable parts, you have a 24mm flange, and the box also comes with a 21mm flange. Other sizes are available online. A pump diaphragm, container back, a duckbill valve, a container bowl, and this is a 5-ounce bowl. You can buy a 7-ounce online. And finally, 2 charging cables. You will have to get the adapter separately. When it comes to putting this together, you'll take your duckbill valve and insert it. You then take the diaphragm and put it on the actual motorized pump, just like that. You then take the container back and click it in. As you can see, there's 2 spots to click in here. And if you need to release it, you have to press these 2 side buttons together. Take your flange and insert that. And finally, the container, just like that. This is where the milk will come out from. And as you can see, they have a little concave piece right here to keep the milk from spilling out while you're pumping. Power button, plus, minus, and mode. The Elvie Stride comes with a hub, and then I'm going to show you the washable parts, which is the 2 cups, 2 seals, 2 24mm breast shields. If you want a different size, 21 and 28mm flanges are available. 2 valves. Now the non-washable parts are 2 caps and 2 cap seals. And the seals are attached to the caps. 1 tube splitter and a tube stopper right here, so you can actually pump one-sided if you need to. A long tube and the short tubes, they were already attached for me. A USB charger, cover, and clip so that you can put your hub in and attach it to your side or wherever you want to attach it to. When it comes to putting the Elvie Stride together, first you take the valve and you put that right at the bottom here. Then you take the diaphragm and you put it right on top. And as you guys are probably already aware, or if you're not, the Elvie parts, especially the diaphragms, have to always be extremely dry, as the water can create basically friction and disrupt the suctioning. So make sure your parts are completely dry, and then you go ahead and you put the cup And as you can see, you have really good grip here. Now, when it comes to the hub, I was able to put this on. It's a little difficult to put on, but I was able to put it on successfully. And then when it comes to the clip, you want to hold it up and clip it in just like that, so that when you put it on your clothing, it hangs with face out. You take the tubes, and this is the long tube, and you go ahead and place it in here tightly. And then you take this and just put it in, and you can twist as needed depending on where you want this wire to be sticking out. This stopper basically allows you to empty your milk when you are done before you take the pump apart. If you want to pump one-sided, you basically take the tube that is not being used off, take this little stopper and put it on just like that, and now you can pump one-sided. Let's talk about phone apps. You do have phone apps with both of these pumps. And with the Elvie Stride, you actually use the same phone app that they use for the Elvie pump as well. And with the Willow Go, you have a completely separate app. So let's go ahead and connect the pump by first turning the pump on. And the lights come on at the very top. They start to flicker. Press power to turn on. So it's on. Okay, I've got it. Press and hold the play pause until the side lights start to flash. Say, okay, I've got it. And now it is connecting, and it's asking if it can pair. So yes, please go ahead and pair. Pump is connected. Finish. All right, so let's go ahead and go to controls. When you start it, it's gonna be in 2 minutes in stimulation, and then it will kick into extraction. You can most definitely skip the stimulation if you need to by clicking that stimulation button at the top. I'm gonna push play. You can increase the intensity to a level 10. So the Elvie Stride has 10 levels. You can decrease all the way down to a level 1. You can also press the stimulation button to go into extraction or going back into stimulation, and that also affects the level. And then you can set a timer, which is a great attribute. Then you finish session. Yes, session is done, and it will give you the readings of how much milk you've collected. Obviously, I didn't pump, so there's no readings here. So when it comes to the Willow Go app, what you need to do is download the app, go ahead and create an account and sign in. I'm gonna go ahead and pair just one pump at this time. So I'm gonna turn it on and let my app pair with a pump. Once you are paired, you can now start pumping. So go ahead and put the pump in, turn it on. So as you can see, the app will tell you how much time has elapsed. It will give you the battery power of your pump. It will also tell you if you're in stimulation or in expression, and it will also give you the levels. Let's go ahead and change the mode first. There's the expression, and then let's increase levels, and just like that. Now you do have to do that directly from your pump, and you cannot do that from the app. That is one difference that you have to consider with the app of Elvie Stride or the Willow Go. And as you can see, it does not also give you the measurements. That's another difference between the Elvie Stride app and the Willow Go app. As you've probably already noticed, the Elvie Stride has a lot of tubes, and the Willow Go does not. So the Willow Go is completely cordless, which I think has that going for it. What you are really probably worried about is a pump is not a pump unless it actually works for you, right? So let's talk about suction power and suction strength. You would be happy to know that both of these pumps are very comparable to suction pattern and suction strength. They both have a rhythmic in and out movement with the pump. They are the conventional, typical kind of in and out rhythmic suctioning. The Willow Go has 9 levels, and I was able to tolerate all the way up to 9. And also the Elvie Stride has 10 levels, and I was also able to tolerate all the way up to level 10. They are very comparable in how they feel. So honestly, if you're worried about that and that's your deal breaker, you can't really go wrong with either of them. How long do you need to charge for, and how many sessions do you get per charge? You can actually charge charge them both for around 2 hours, and you can almost get the same amounts of pumps with both pumps as well. And you are looking at 3 to 4 pumps, even possibly 5 pumps, depending on how long you pump. You're looking at 80 to 90 minutes. Okay, so I already have the Willow Go in here, and I'm just going to really quickly show you how I put on the stride, and I'm actually going to only put one side to also show you sound comparison. So I'm gonna take one of these off and close off the stopper. I'm going to go ahead and put this in here. I'm gonna run this down my shirt so I can get it on the other side. Hook it up to your pants or whatever you want to hook it up to. And then just like that, I connected it to the bottom of my shirt right here. And then I'm going to now show you what they look like side by side. This is the stride. This is the Willow Go. So they look very similar in size when you put them in your bra when it comes to sound comparison. Okay, so it's worth noting that most of the sound for the Elvie does come from the actual base, so not from the actual bra, whereas the Willow Go, it is going to come from the bra directly, from the pump directly. Stimulation, extraction, and this is level 1. Now I'm going to turn it off and turn on the stride at level 1 as well. This is a little higher level. Just like that. Maybe check out this video right here next to learn a little bit more about these pumps. Otherwise, you are awesome. And remember to be a shark.